Dundee Dental Hospital and Research School have set a goal of becoming net zero by 2030. Net zero refers to a state where the greenhouse gases emitted into the atmosphere are balanced by those which are being removed. The government have set a legislative target of becoming net zero by 2050, which means that there will be fundamental changes to the way that we live, the way that we work, and the way that healthcare is delivered. Each year, NHS providers produce approximately 156,000 tonnes of waste, which is disposed of by high-temperature incineration or is sent for alternative treatment. As one of the largest providers of waste, it's important that the NHS disposes of that waste in a way that is safe, efficient and sustainable, and that we are only creating waste when it's absolutely necessary. Within the orthodontic department, records are taken at various stages throughout a patient's treatment. Although digital records are taken for the construction of study models, alginate impressions are still used for teaching purposes, for construction of orthodontic appliances, and also for the production of retainers. Plastic impression trays are used on a daily basis when alginate impressions are taken, and these were being disposed of in clinical waste. We wanted to know, could these trays be recycled? We know that recycling would reduce the need for raw material use and therefore reduce the carbon footprint. Our aim was to identify if recycling the impression trays would reduce our carbon footprint and also reduce the financial expenditure of the department and ultimately improve the sustainability of the dental hospital. So what did we do and how did we do it? The tray manufacturer confirmed that the trays were made from high-impact polystyrene, which is a material that can be recycled. Prior to recycling, the trays would need disinfected with Acticore solution. Therefore, we produced a standard operating procedure to increase the awareness that the trays could be recycled and how to go about it. Over an 8-week period, 233 impression trays of varying sizes were recycled. It's important to note that prior to this period, all of the trays were being disposed of in clinical waste. When considering sustainability, carbon dioxide equivalent is a standard unit which is used to measure the carbon footprint. The idea is to express the impact of each different greenhouse gas in terms of the amount of carbon dioxide which would produce the same amount of global warming. The carbon dioxide equivalent of high-impact polystyrene is 3.3 per kilogram. The total weight of high-impact polystyrene recycled over an 8-week period was roughly 2.8 kilograms, which can be extrapolated to around 18.2 per year. The carbon dioxide equivalent of recycling this amount of high-impact polystyrene is 0.38 kilograms, which is compared to 19.5 kilograms when disposing of it in clinical waste. This is equivalent to travelling around 86 miles, which is roughly a car journey from Dundee to Glasgow. Recycling impression trays also resulted in cost savings for the department. Waste disposed of within the recycling cost significantly less per tonne when compared to clinical waste. Recycling costs approximately £83 per tonne in comparison to around £500 per tonne for clinical waste. During this time period, the cost savings for the department was only marginal. However, it is really important to stress that there was a cost saving. Often whenever changes are made to make a process or product more environmentally friendly, there can be a negative financial implication, but within this project that was not the case. As a department, we have already significantly reduced our carbon footprint by moving towards digital technology for some records within the department. However, financial and environmental benefits may be greater in those departments which have not already made that change. Additionally, the benefits would be greater if this change could be rolled out through other departments within the hospital.